Welcome back. I'm Julian at JustInspired and I'm very happy to have you with me. Two upgrades this week. One is that I've finally isolated the microphone from my workbench, so we should get no more of those horrible thumps and thuds and crumps and whatever they are. So that's good. Also, I've managed to get the meter up in the corner. That's my digital multimeter. So as I switch through different ranges and modes, it should change automatically. Yep. Yeah, we're getting there slowly. Just a quick one because I've been absolutely inundated and seem to have more emergency jobs than anything else at the moment. This one is a short job which is from a caravan, a motorhome, and the customer assures me that even though this looks pretty scary, it's still working, this burnt connector here. So what happened was he tried to change the two relays that were here, and I must admit I'm quite impressed that he managed to remove them. I guess he thought they were plug-in relays, but it turned out that they were soldered in. So yeah, impressive that he managed to get them out, but also we've got a little bit of damage. I hope not too much, and we've now got two new relays, so those need to be soldered in. So nothing really, just quite a simple job, which is what I need at the moment. I've had enough of the nightmares. Time for something nice and easy. So let's get these nuts off of here. Let me zoom you in a bit. There's also some washers on there. So I'm guessing that I need to take the fuses out. Right, well they're all marked. And there's two 15 amps that don't exist. Alright, let's take out some fuses. Lovely. That's what it looks like. I think I'll definitely clean that spade terminal up and resolder the joints on the back because they look completely whack. Alright. I'm not sure if we've actually cut any traces, I don't think so. Let's have a closer look under the microscope. Still got a... Oh, it's just a big jumper there. I thought it was part of a relay, but it's just a jumper. Okay. Let's have a quick look under the microscope. Is that completely gone? There is no track. looks like it came all the way from here. It's got to be connecting there, isn't it? Looks like the whole bit's missing. Which means I shall have to connect those manually. Yeah, I thought it was just a solder job. I didn't realise we'd have to repair traces as well. That's got to wrap around the leg. That one should be okay. That should be right. Yeah, so the most important thing is to get a wire into here, which then we can wrap around the leg on the other side. Looks so good on that side. I just realised this one fits and the other one doesn't. It's too wide. Wow. This job is getting worse by the minute. Let me show you that. So this one looks like that. The side ones line up. But that one and that one are way too big. And the middle one. Huh.
The next day.
Well, I'm back again. It's the next day and I've had to order another relay because, yeah, that one it's not going to fit in there. I believe it's the same thing. Yeah, it's just a standard automotive relay, 5 pins. These have all got 1/4 inch terminals. So hopefully that'll fit in there. Yay! Right, so I'm not sure how much clearance there is on this board because we might have to remove that mounting tab because this one doesn't have one. So I'm not sure if I should do that ahead of time. I imagine a pair of side cutters would be easiest. Don't think I can snap it off. I'm not going to try that. Let's try some side cutters. I did get a pack of 2, so if I muck this one up, I can always go back to the other one. Okay. That will do nicely. Right, let's see what we can do about this. I'm not sure how much current is going through that. Not a lot, I guess, because it's the pin for the coil, so it doesn't matter if I put a small wire going to that because it's only got a small trace. So let's put a small wire on there, and then we can solder in the thingy-bob, the relay. go under the microscope. Right, let's put a little flux on that. Somebody's coming for their computer. It is almost 6:30 in the evening, but sometimes I have people coming up to 8 o'clock at night. Try to make it convenient as possible for people who have to work. So I do try to be flexible with my hours. People appreciate that. One of the perks for working from home. Right, that'll do. Let's put some solder mask on that. Right, a little solder mask. Safety first. I got this because of this terrifying thing. I shall speak about it a bit more in depth. It is a UV lamp, rechargeable, and it is extremely powerful. Scarily powerful. Eye protection advised. Strongly advised. If you put it next to your hand, you can actually feel the heat that's being generated by the UV rays. It's crazy. It is much more powerful than the one I've been using, so hopefully that will give me a faster cure time. Right. How are we looking? Yeah. That'll do nicely. So that one will go in there. And then I can just wrap the wire around it. I like these tweezers because they have a locking mechanism. Almost like a hemostat. In fact, I think they are actually proper medical grade tweezers. So you've got a little latch mechanism inside. When you press that, it locks, and then you just push it to unlock. I shall leave a link in the description if I can find them again. Alright, let's get some flux on there. sure that's nice and flat. I think maybe for this I'll be using the big boy. We'll be using the big guns. So I'm not going to use the Aijun. I shall use the big monster Jibun. I did turn that off, didn't I? Yeah. Must have a huge capacitor in that because it takes ages to go off even after you've switched it off. Right, I'm in a bit of a mess here at the moment. I need more space. So I've only used this for controller analog sticks so far and it worked really well. So let's get that one out. And what shall we use? I've got a big knife tip, that should work well.
That's a knife.
Running out of big solder. I've had this for years. Can't remember where I got it. Right, the guy's been to collect his computer so he can get back to gaming tonight. You know, the important stuff. Right, let's turn on the fume extractor. Alright, so we just need one of these to be soldered first to begin with. Right, that's looking good. Now those two thingies there. Right, that's good. We are good. Get some paper towel. That is truly the best brush for that. That is great. I've shown these before. They are the master brushes, very hard bristles, replaceable heads, and you can also get them in the wire brush version. Very recommended. Perfect for this job. And then a final flush. Yeah, that big soldering iron was just the ticket for that. Perfect. I think the other one would have done it, but it really would have struggled, especially with these huge ground planes. But for the big iron, it's a breeze. Absolutely easy for it. This one. Right, I did say I was going to clean up that that lug. So I can use the steel brush for that one. I think he's going to have to replace the plug for that because obviously it's had a dodgy connection at some point. And the spade connector is going to need cleaning or replacing probably. Well, that's looking good. Can't get to the other side, so I'll have to use something to scrape it. That's why I have a good scalpel and a crap scalpel, just to use it for stuff like this. I mean, ideally it should be replaced, but I don't think I have one of those. Oh no, I don't have one of those. It's cleaned up alright. Beautiful, another job done. Let's put it back together. Right, which way did you go? Right, a quick reassembly and then it's dinner time. I think I was missing a washer for that one, so let's see if I've got one. Lots of washers, but not in an organised state, unfortunately. I see something. Will you fit? Yes. Perfect. And then put his fuses back. We have a photo. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Then we got the little brown ones. Then the red ones. There were 3 red ones. So where's that one gone? Where's it gone? Oh, it's hiding. And we had 2 missing, and we had a 20. And we had something 7.5 amp. Like that. Yep. Right. All good to go. Hopefully that fixes the problem. Well, I've done what I've been asked to do, so that's about it. Thank you once again for joining me, and I won't ask you to like and subscribe and all that. Anyway, until the next one, see ya.